Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely to see you. It's Friday. We are heading towards the very latter part of August in the year of our good Lord 2020. I hope you're all very well. I hope you're having fantastic weeks. We're going to be talking about this week's events on Facebook this week from everyday normal people. Their trials and tribulations, as always. I'm just going to wait for a few of you lovelies to jump on. I should get some comments pop up in a minute. Here we go. You're all steaming in. Yeah, lovely to see you. Lots of things going on right now. We've seen Dutch police beating up old grannies. I don't know, how did they go home at night? All right, love. Yeah, I had a nice day. Oh, yeah, I've had a lovely day. Hello, Charlene. Shailene, hi, sweetheart. How are you? Nice to see you. Cool moves from you, did EDP. Sweet as, sweet as love. I'll tell you what, I'm so pleased for you. I'm so pleased for you, Shailene. Well done. So you've done the EDP and the EOL, have you? Well, that's rocking, man. That's rocking. Oi, Carlos, the old Fritz. Following all of your tips, Shailene. Oh man, I'm made up for you. Fair play for standing in your power. Exciting times, really. Not if you're in Holland, though. This elderly woman with her handbag, I'm going to show you in a second. She's been noticing some Dutch police, right? Now, we got to understand is the Dutch got occupied during the war. They come out on their push bikes, smoking their pipes, and the Germans turned up in tiger tanks. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit unmatched. So the Dutch know what it was like to be under oppression. They know what oppression isn't, but they've soon forgot. Oh boy, they've soon forgot. Because Granny, she's gone in for an uppercut with her handbag. Now, I think she might have had a brick in that bag, ladies and gentlemen. I think she might have had a brick in that bag. But anyway, I don't know if the bricks got her off balance. But next thing, she's on the deck, and the copper's giving her he give her a right old whack with his big baton. Unbelievable. How'd you go home of a night and say to your wife, "Oh, make me some pancakes. I want to clap on a bong." And well, you had a nice day. Oh yeah. What happened? Well, I smashed this old granny out, didn't I? What do you mean you smashed her? I smashed her. Yeah, I'll give her the old toot free. Bob's your uncle. Unbelievable. Following all your tips. Oh, bless you, darling. Claire Johnson. Oh, you always so annoying. Oh, it's lovely to see you, Claire, as always. I love your profile picture. You're so smiley. I like smiley people. And look, listen, the times we're in, right? Let me tell you, every time I see someone out there in the world smiling, I'm like, yeah, man. Yes. Because there's so much out there nowadays that's trying to gun you down and get you down, right? But you still get, you've got a Facebook account restriction. Oh, my life. Oh, mate, wear it. I'm feeling you. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I thought it was Ian Poulter then, the golfer. Oh, I don't know why he does that. That really hurts. It's not worked exactly, but I'm now on the flesh and blood flows. It's not worked exactly. How do you know? You don't know. You have to believe. One big ex-debitosha, Justacia, and unlawful conversion is constructive fraud up against a real monster in wood green crowns. Go on. Got to stand in your power, man. What are you up for? What's going on? My mate Philip Hartley was attacked by a policeman, works for the transport people, and he smashed his head up against a train window so hard he cracked the window. I don't know who paid for that damage, to be fair, but I suppose someone in the old DWP. Oh, they're easy. I'll tell you what, Charlene, I need to hook you up with a couple of people maybe that'll help you with that. DWP, that's Department of Work and Pensions. We've always found with that, we just put them on notice and we just get them to whoever who in that department. We just get there. We say, yeah, no, we're happy with that. You want to sanction us, no problem. Just do us a favour. Sign this bit of paper and accept liability for your actions that you're going to be taking. And they seem to run a mile. They just, because they don't like personal liability. How can we connect? Well, it depends on how you want to connect, darling. I can drop me email in the box. Let me drop me email in the box. How's about that then? I don't want no sexy times people in the room. Only on Friday nights after 9 o'clock. Should you feel obliged? That's a joke, by the way. That's a joke. Here, I'm putting my email out there for all and sundry. There you go, darling. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. You're in business. A real monster in Wood Green. Well, these courts are supposed to work for us. They're not supposed to harm us. When you put all these people on notice, let them know that they're harming the soul and the spirit. That's when the game changes. They can't harm souls and spirits, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you. You going on the 29th, Trafalgar Square? It depends. I've got to be honest with you. I was up in 2019, and there must have been 80,000 people in March, right? And it was so hot on the 17th or 19th of March. I think it was the 17th when the so-called Brexit thing was happening. To put my bra on, my tits are swaying. There were so many people up there. I got a bit dehydrated, to be fair. It was so hot. I couldn't believe it was so hot this day in March. I stood next to my mate. She's... I couldn't believe it. But what I did was I stood at the back and I see all these people around Parliament, and there must have been 80,000 people. And I was like, wow. It's like sins I'd never seen before. I actually, thought to myself, these people don't realise all they've got to do is take the gates off and go in and drag the people in there out. That's how simple this game changes. And that's when all the bad stuff stops happening, right? Because we've now got a time and period. But back in the 60s, there's a picture someone put up a timeline of an old bobby with a young lad standing at a gate. There's no security. The gates was open. A utopia. Nice time to be alive. I grew up in the 60s. I know a lot of you can't believe that. Like shock horror. That statement's just blown a lot of you out of the water, innit? I know what you're feeling. I do. I feel you. But now, these guys have got machine guns. They've got all their big steel gates. It's them and us. You've now got a situation where you're entrenched. You are the enemy. And I don't say that lightly. I mean that you now, it's them and us. It's a massive divide. It's like a parting in the water. And we've got to sort this out. We can't have this divide and conquer. We need a system that works for us. We don't need a system that beats us. And the ironic part about it and the dichotomy is this. The more you take from us, the people, the sooner we're coming to take your gates down. How's about that? Not just me, millions of people. You keep doing what you're doing, you're going to bring down your own demise. Boris Johnson and all you other lot, heed the warnings. I'm telling you, it won't be me, it'll be other people. Will be other people. Right, so let's have a little look in the nuts and bolts of what's been going on Facebook this week before I get too deep down and dirty. Actual fact, if you want to get hold of me on Facebook, this is my profile picture, Shalene. You'll see me, Dave Witcher. There you go, David Witcher. Boss your uncle, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. I never hide in the darkness. I always stand in the light. I don't hide who I am, where I live. People ask questions, they get straight answers. Some of them won't accept them straight answers, though. I will tell you that. I can on two hands, my two legs, and my two testicles the amount of time that I've said to people that I'm not in the Freemasons, but they still seem to believe that I'm part of the Freemasonry. You can't fix stupid, I guess. So I'm hoping you can all see this. Boss fat shames employee but ends up regretting it. I can't play none of these videos. There's a few stories I want to get to on here today. I want to show you the Dutch video, which is just unbelievable. It really is. I don't like bullies, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to be honest with you. Bullies for me, I've got no time for. I don't care what colour you are, what race you are, what creed, what your sexuality is, whatever. I couldn't care less. I just detest bullies. I mean, it bothers me absolutely immensely. Judge refuses to jail paedophile who abuses 6 kids. He's too fat for prison. Now, I mean, we have to be careful of the stuff that obviously pops up on Facebook. And here's the kicker. The BBC, some director of the BBC has just turned around and made a statement that they're going to axe within the next 10 years. They're going to axe their 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock news and start to plonk their content on social media. So what does that tell you? It should tell you that they've lost their narrative. Yeah, personally, I mean, we've got some public opinion here from Roscoe, rebooted by Basco. Obviously, it's an American. He's just going, just shoot the Canute. All right. So this is a paedophile that's abused 6 kids, and the judge's conclusion, summing up, is that he's too fat for prison. Yeah, and these people are making decisions of national importance of who goes to jail, who doesn't go. Oh, and she's a lovely little boy. Charlie Theron should be arrested for mental child abuse. I'm so heartbroken for this child. Clearly, we see this woman. I do believe she is an actress trying to set this new agenda for the world, and it's all tiptoe. And you see the little girl there, bless her heart, sporting a I'm going to call it what it is because I live in the real world, a penis. So there you go. Manchester, this is the Truth Daily News. Mother of 836 avoids jail after scrounging nearly £100,000 in promissory notes and illegal benefit claims she made on behalf of relatives living in Pakistan in return for going a course to teach her it's not a victimless crime. So she's spared jail after admitting to scrounge almost £100,000 in illegal welfare at Manchester Minnesota Street Crown Court. She also claims she lacks skills in understanding how to live in the society as a responsible adult. Whoopie-doo. She will now also take part in a 15-day offenders program estimated to cost £1,500. So it's all about the money. It's so sad that my justice system in my great country has descended into whatever this is that it's descended into. These ducks have been captured and locked inside these cages by hunters, so they call for help to attract their family and friends to seek them out, and then obviously they're going to go and shoot them. Facebook for me is quite a dirty thing now. And what I want you to be mindful of is I don't spend a lot of time on there, right? I just thought I'd do a bit of a show tonight whilst I'm waiting for my missus to come home, and then we're going to have a little bit of buongiorno. Look, this is just to show you, this is why I don't go Facebook much. It's dirty. It is a dirty place to be. There's nothing nice about it. We got Pedo Wood, child rapist, Steven Spielberg, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey. Apparently, he's quite a malicious individual when it comes to child raping. Tom Hanks, Stephen Colbert, Seth Green, Jim Carrey, Stephen King, Will Ferrell, Charlie Sheen, Jimmy Kimmel. I think Jimmy Kimmel is a TV presenter, right? Normal My Arse. Only sick perverts look at children in a sexual way. Apparently, Netflix has had to apologise for its new child's depiction of this French, whatever it is called. Oh, God. We'll find it in a minute. But Netflix, because of the outrage that the people have kicked up about this thing called Chicks or Kids, I can't think what it's called. We'll find it in a minute. They're saying, yeah. So what we've got is a very slowly, tick, bit by bit, take, and people accept the normality. You know, we had the swearing in the songs years ago. Music used to be a good melodic beat. Then all of a sudden it was all the swear words and that come along, and people took offence, but then they got used to it. And then they introduced in the videos all these sexy things with boobies out and this, that, the other, pretty much. Now we've got Cardi B making these songs called WAP. I mean, it's just disgraceful. For me, it's dirty and satanic, and I don't want my kids, certainly my granddaughter, listening to that kind of stuff. An academic, why couldn't I get that word out? The academic conference held at the University of Cambridge said that paedophilia interest is natural and normal for males, and that at least a sizable minority of normal males like to have sex with children, and normal males are aroused by children. They have been preparing this for quite a while now. Wake up, protect the children. I've got to be honest with you, I'm not too sure. Look, it shows a man's hand on that. It's just not right, is it? I mean, come on. Oh, here we got here. Look, everyone's posing for a selfie there, crossing the channel. Yeah, look at that channel's got a lovely colour to it, isn't it? Beautiful. They're all posing for selfies, got their mobile phones on. Yeah, can I just ask her like simple? I'm gonna ask a little simple question here, and that is, where's the women and kids? And have they got to stay at home and fend for themselves? Have they? While the boys go, look, this one's eager to get. He's got his tongue hanging out. The boy's got his tongue hanging out. This is a report from a guy called Simon Templar. All of these coming over on the boats. Well, it's made out to be, and you know why? Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be honest with you. The reason why these boys are sitting there laughing on the edge as cool as cucumbers is because the channel can be a very rough crossing, ladies and gentlemen. It really can at the best of times. However, when you've got the French Coast Guard seeing you across halfway, and then you've got HM Border Force picking you up the other end and escorting you back into dry dock, it's not that arduous, is it? And there's a lot of people actually being offended by this influx. Now, look, I'll make this very clear. I don't have no problem with immigration. I think people have the right to pretty much travel where they want to. That's their good right. However, considering the current climate with the world's events and seismic things with wars that we started elsewhere, the simple common sense question is to ask yourself is, are these people coming for to settle in, or are they coming for a bit of war and a bit of payback? That's just all I say. I'm an independent journalist in as much as I do my own thing. I look at stuff and I make my own informed opinions. Now, them opinions might not be your opinions, but at least we're trying to bring you half of what's really, really, really going on out there in the world. This is quite an interesting one for this week. This is the owner of Greggs. That beautiful shop that you all go to get your pastries. He's now in prison. Colin Gregg, the heir to the Greggs bakery chain, has had his jail term for sexually abusing boys cut by 5 years. Wouldn't you just love to thank his Masonic friends there for sorting that one out? He was sentenced for 13 and a half years in March for indecently assaulting boys between the age of 10 and 14 over 3 decades. So this man's obviously a serial abuser, but because of his connections and his clout and his wealth, he's swiftly had 5 years cut off of his jail term. Do you agree with that? Or do you pedo pasties, says Scott McClellan. Clearly, there's a ruse going on in this country. Here we go again. This is all Facebook's about right now. Is Pizzagate, Pedagate, pedophiles. This is just it seems to be consuming Facebook. My mate Davey Moore, there is no virus. We are at war with the government now. I said it. I actually, it's a psychological war for me. We're in psychological. We are in psychological warfare. People are wearing a mask because they've been told to, because they've been placed in so much fear. I get it. I understand how big the propaganda machine is. I understand how nefarious the BBC and the newspapers and the radios can be. But the point is this. It's whether you tune into it. It's whether or not you can discern with your own mind to just listen to the music, yeah, or take in all of the news stuff that they dole out. Now, nobody wants to say this. This is an old story. This is about Heather O'Rourke. Now, they starred in a film called Poltergeist, The lawyer confirms Poltergeist child actor killed by Hollywood paedophile king. Alternative. Poltergeist star Heather O'Rourke dies at the age of 12. So she was the little blonde lass that took part in Poltergeist, and it is quite, even now, it's quite a scary film. But there's strong suggestions that Steven Spielberg has got a lot to do with that. Who's this? This is the French president, no? Montan. Frog leg hot sauce. I don't know what that's all about. Looks like an escapee from the Planet of the Apes. Everyone's got their right to their opinion. Yeah. And this is the thing, you know, when you live in a world and a country that you can't say this, you can't say that. Unbelievable. It takes 2 seconds to share. Police searching for a missing 5-year-old girl, Seneca County girl. That's obviously America. Another one of my gorgeous friends here, Teddy Dory, owner of Greg's in Prison. We're talking about Colin Gregg again, who's had 5 years slashed off his sentence for sexually assaulting boys of the age of 10 to 14. Now, I'm not going to be too graphic, but I want you to understand what sexual assault means. And in my interpretation of that, I would say that could be all sorts of things, but very probably penetration. And that should really make you sick. So it seems that Facebook this week is pretty much consumed with the refugee migrant situation and all the paedophile stuff that's going on right now around the country. Do not send your children back to school. Schools are no longer a safe place for children. I would agree. There is a lot of suggestion. Please share far and wide your children are not safe in school. So when you send your kids back to school, I think they're due to go back in September. I'm not going to play that in case I get a copyright strike. But there is a chance that your child will be taken to one side, have a test for the whatever virus that's out there, Nova virus, SARS virus. Look, everybody, if ever you've run your doctors, right, in the last 10 to 15 years, and he says, what's the matter? Or you got the nurse on the desk or the receptionist that thinks she's a doctor that says, well, what's your problem? Well, I need to speak to a doctor. Well, you know, tell me what you, well, okay then, Mrs. Receptionist, are you medically qualified? No, I'm not, but just tell me what it is and I'll put you through to the doctor. Well, it's my hemorrhoids, my love. They're hanging out my back door and I need some cream for them. Oh, hang on, I'll put you through to the doctor. Right, so the doctor's always told you if you get a virus to just sleep it off and stay indoors and take a load of Lemsips, this, that, the other, and crack on. This is the first virus that we've had in years. I mean, if you'd have rung the doctors last year for the flu virus, he'd have said, right, do this, do that, do this, do that. Now it's all, yeah, well, no, I've got a test. So this woman, YouTube video, I did see it earlier. She's saying that they'll be giving your child a test and then your child will be disappearing off. And you might not see that child for a couple of weeks because if the government deem that child as whatever, that child's going to be on a bus going to a quarantine centre. So guys and girls, let me tell you, I'll make no bones about this and I take no pleasure from bringing you this information. But personally, we're at a very dodgy time period. Our government is certainly labouring against us. So I would do my best to homeschool. And there are people saying that if you're homeschooling, then they're going to call social services. Well, there's no law against saying that you can't homeschool. It goes against the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights, and it goes against the human rights, and it goes against the Convention for Human Rights, that you have the absolute right to stay private. You have the right to bring your children up as you see fit. So if they want to go against these covenants and that, let them and just take them to task. And it's very simple to hold these people to task, ladies and gentlemen. Massive herd of sheep. Look, I take offence to sheep. Sheep are intelligent animals. They are. They're intelligent. They're class. Sheep are very protective. You get a few sheep get to know you over a few months, and a thing comes, the sheep will come running round you to protect you. They do. I've just gone up close to the door, made sheep noise, and told them it's all bull crap. 19 is a hoax, and they're just following all the following idiots. Their mask literally, fuckwits wouldn't even eyeball with me. No, I think they do feel a lot of like what's going on. Hide your faces in shame, you bunch of tosspots. That's quite harsh, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I think there's a lot of anxiety now coming associated to the mask. And my friend Philip Anthony Hartley today has been out. He went down to Asda's again today with no problems. He got thrown out of Asda's the other day. But we do believe that here we go. Look, the Spanish, they're out. Berlin are out. Spain's out. Poor old Britain. We just carry on watching the TV, mainstream media. Have some of that. Look at the amount of people there. Bomb. That's what you call a revolution right there. You can do a lot with that amount of people. Give me that amount of people in this country, ladies and gentlemen. You watch me take back control. You watch me. I'm telling you, I'd make it happen. Anyway, so just be careful what's going on. Really do. So Philip's been out, and he found a twig laying on the floor, and he's picked up quite a few discarded, used masks. The medical ones, the blue ones, and he's picked them up with a stick and thrown them in the waste bin. He's going, well, why am I out doing this? Why is the council not doing it? Do you know how dirty that is? Do you know how quick that's going to be to actually spread proper disease? That's shameful. So anyway, it looks like the Spanish there. Spanish as Spain. Viva Spain. They've taken to the motorways and taken control of a motorway. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand one thing. There ain't nothing more powerful than when you lot come together. And you don't have to use violence. Did they look like they was using violence, ladies and gentlemen? Did they? Look at this lot. Look. This is why fish swim in Skolsh, right? Let's just watch this again. Give me that amount of people. Give me that amount of people and I will get your country back. I'll make you that promise today. I'll get you your country back to common sense. Who wouldn't want that? Give me that amount of people with a few of my brothers and sisters that I know that have the decency and honour about them. Give me that amount of people, I'll get you your country back. There'll be no more taking your children. There'll be no more you losing your homes. There'll be no more you losing your cars to the DVLA. None of that. Give me that amount of people. I'll make this qualification today. I'll get you your country back. How's about that? Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to just be brave for a day to go out and wave a flag about and walk together side by side with their fellow brothers and sisters to take down this deep state, wicked, satanic cabal? I'm just putting it out there. This is why you must celebrate life. You made it here against all odds. You are amazing. Lift your heads higher and communicate with the other amazing people. Ancestral mathematics. In order to be born, you need 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, 16 second-great-parents, blah, blah, blah. On we go. 2,049 ninth great-grandparents. For you to be born today from 12 previous generations, you needed a total of 4,094 people, ancestors over the past 400 years. Boom. Think for a moment how many struggles, how many battles, how many difficulties, how many sadness, how much happiness, how many love stories, how many expressions of hope for the future did your ancestors have to undergo for you to this present moment? Man, that is profound. Oh, yeah. It's Withy Trees. Withy Tree Pub set to become an Islamic centre. Look, I've never heard of a pub with such a name. Withy Trees? What's up with that? Didn't the owners like it? Yeah, there's mosques flying out everywhere. But it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I think everyone has the right to their own spiritual beliefs and their right to religion. It's just that here's the thing, right? Most Christians in my country say they're Christians, but they're not. And I'll let you go and figure that one out for yourself. Are you Christian? Yeah. Do you walk in the good book? No. Do you think Jesus is your saviour? No. Okay. Then you're not a Christian, because to be a Christian, you have to have absolute rock solid faith and belief in the Bible and your Lord and Saviour. And if you've not got them elements, you're not a Christian. This is the new normal, ladies and gentlemen. Carla Tate, she's in a group called Freedom UK. Massive shout out to Freedom UK. And she says, I'm just completely so lost for words. Truly I am. Let's discuss. So this looks like this was made out of plumbing pipe. Look, they've been down the Wickses or the DIY centre. It's probably all a bit like Blue Peter stuck together with sticky back plastic. I never knew what that stuff was. What the... when I used to watch Blue Peter, I used to go, he's only put that together, Mum, with sticky back plastic. She went, what? I go, I know. Can't work it out. He's just repaired a chopper bike. Look, it was in half. Now he's repaired it with sticky back plastic. He's riding it. Look at John Purvis go. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Valerie Singleton. So here we go. This is the new normal. Isolation, no contact. Do you know what that does to a child? My good God, they are truly battery chickens. It is. They're just going to be producing zombies. Apparently, some schools now are teaching pupils that 2 and 2 equals 5. Stop the bus. Let me get off. I don't want no part of this. This is just a disgraceful situation we find ourselves in. It really is. It's just disgraceful. Jesus Jones, hello, Smash. They're trying to open a mosque on Pillar Circus. I know. Mikey Reynolds, hello, Gorge. Lovely to see you. This not a kosh. It's just me. Oh, and I've been working out a lot lately, ladies and gentlemen, but it's making me willy shrivel up. I don't even know why I said that, but I did. It's true, says Mike. It's true. Mini concentration camps, like mini baby bells. Yes. So we find ourselves in this clown planet. We really, really do. We are really, really, really in a clown planet. How is it when other countries go on a protest, they do it all together? How about 6 groups arrange protests for 6 different dates, make no impact? There you go. That's why someone said to me, you're going to this thing on the 29th in Trafalgar Square. To what end? If I promise you now, I'll make you a promise before the Almighty God, and He's a great God, I will save my country and I will save my people, you lot, exactly the same as me, provided you all come with me, provided you all come together in peace, respect, reverence and honour. I will, with many other people, get this country back. I promise you. And we'll let all the clever people carry on in their lines of business to doing what they're doing. We'll make this country great again. We can do this. But we have to get rid of this cancer, this tyranny that's holding us back. We're being held back. And all I need is bodies, people, peaceful people, hundreds, thousands. Give me them. Give me the ex-veterans. Let's do this together. We can do this. But we do this as a unit. We do this as one consciousness, right? But protesting don't do no good. I've done a few protests. I used to go to meet people, have nice hugs, have a few beers, kiss a few people on the cheek, say hello, gorgeous. I never forget me mate Kevin Blackburn. He sprayed his beard up pink and he kissed me on the lips. And I'm like that going, whoa, Kev. We'd had a few beers at that point. His missus laughing her head off. It's crazy times. Keep up with the bullshit. Deb Starr, bang on, sweetheart. So protesting and going and doing this and having a declaration here and there, I get it. I do get it. I get it. But it's not achieving nothing. It's absolutely not achieving. I want people in the police that have had enough to come and stand with me. I want people in the fire brigade that have had enough to come and stand with me. I want people in the NHS, the doctors, the nurses, the people that do phlebotomies, all that, to come and stand with me. I want the ex-veteran, I want normal everyday people to come and stand with me. And we go, just like that scene that you just seen walking up that motorway in Spain, and we politely stand down. Our public servants. We can do it. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. It's a bit like the millennium bug. Everybody in this country had a nosebleed. In 1999, Raspberry Beret, Prince time. We used to love a bit of the Prince. Let me tell you, I used to jam to that man. Even thinking about it now is making me feel like dancing. But everyone coming up to, oh, we got to spend millions of pounds. The computers are going to go down. I'm sat there thinking, what's this fuckery? What do you mean? The world's going to stop. It's all going to come close. We're going back to the dark ages. I'm like, shut the fuck up. We're chatting about. And we went to bed that night. Yeah. December the 31st. 1999, everyone was under the covers going, we're going to die, the whole world's going to... And what happened is, I got up in the morning, checked my brick Nokia phone. I just got hold of it because I used to have time on the front of that brick Nokia phone. It went, it's 9:36 a.m. or whatever it was. I thought, and it's such and such. Oh, look, we're in 2000 now, look. Oh, and it still worked. I couldn't believe it. I shook it a few. I didn't have any IT men out. I didn't have any big computer crashes. I didn't have anyone having a fright fart. This Nokia was like, calm down, Slim. Everything's going to be all right. And Bob's your uncle, it was. That's what the fear levels. Then we had, what was her name? That come out and told everybody that the eggs were going to kill people. Edwina Curry. She told one woman told everybody in this country that eggs were going to get them, right? Worse, much worse than this coronavirus. Let me tell you, the amount of fear that we've had to endure over the last 40 years from this government is off the charts. But everyone's at home chewing cud, just enjoying this shit. Everybody in the households around this beautiful country, they're like, yeah, throw it at me. How much can you throw at me? What, eggs are banned for me? Let's have it. Come on, bring the fear in. Everyone just keeps churning it over. No one's paying attention. It's quite funny, right? Edwina said, eggs are... Mum took me shopping. Mum, get eggs. Oh, don't touch the eggs, boy. You're going to kill you. I went, what? Shut up. What are you chatting about? I'll have 2 boxes this week. I'm bathing in it. I'm just throwing the eggs over me. Come on, let's have it raw. Let's have one of them Bloody Mary things. I've never had it in my life. I've got the tomato juice, the Tabasco. I've got it all. Let's have it. Get it down me. I'm covered in eggs. I didn't get Smarmanella. Just a good job that she never had any children with John Major. That would have been one fucked up child. That would have looked proper weird. And the same with Diane Abbott and Jeremy Corbyn. I'm very glad that them two never got it on, because I think there was a chance at some point. Diane Abbott, the one that can't work the abacus. Oh, we're going to employ 3,000 more police officers, and we're going to borrow £300,000, yes, to do it. And Nick Ferrari's going, is this woman on fucking drugs or what? What's going on here? Have you done the mash, Diane? He gave her loads of opportunities to sort it out and all, but she just couldn't get it. Oh, we were going to rob from this budget over here. And they just come out and said there's 100,000 people. MSN have just said there's 100,000 people in this country already waiting to line up to take this vaccine, right? Are they just plucking figures out the sky? Do they just go, someone say, I can't be bothered to do any research, just pick a number? Well, yeah, 300, just put that in the paper. Yeah, 300,000 people, blah, blah, blah. There's another thing now. All these big companies going into administration, people have all around this country have paid to go on cruises. They've paid up front. They've done all sorts. They've all gone bust. Jane, whatever her name is, that goes on these yachts and these big boats, and she does singing, and all the old folk, bless them, they go and get on the cruises, have their free grub, and they get their beers in them, and they go and see Jane McDonald. That's all gone bust. They're all Smarmanella, exactly. They've all gone bust. They're not going to ever see none of that back. 150,000 kids have already. 150,000 kids have already had it, apparently. Yeah, I don't know where they make... 15,000, sorry. God, I'm as bad as Diane Abbott today. I can't see it. Yeah, Jane McDonald, yeah. Unbelievable. Man, she don't know her left from her right, Diane Abbott. I'm surprised she makes it out the house in the morning. Her son just been done for a crime. I don't know what her son's been up to, embezzling or whatever. They're priceless, these people. They are really, really priceless. So the point is this, right? The point I'm getting to, because of all the fear porn we've had over the years. I'm quite surprised everyone still manages to get out of bed in the morning and go about their daily functions. I can imagine just now there's so many people in this country sat behind their doors in their flats and their houses going, I can't go out, the virus is out there, I'm going to die. Because of the levels of fear. The levels of fear that they've been placed under. For what? Live your lives, get out there, bathe in the eggs. Come on, get it on you. I used to sit there and think, Edwina Curry's told the country, and no one would touch eggs. No one would go near them. You couldn't give them away. Like you couldn't give Corona beer away the other month when this coronavirus first flew into this land. And by the way, in the last couple of days, they've been having pool parties in Wuhan. Oh, yes, the Wuhan's are there. Oh, yeah. And I love a bit of trance music. Are you kidding me? Man, that gets you going. Especially at my age, I need something like that. And they're all out there having pool parties, dancing around in the Wuhans, and everyone's wearing a mask here in this country. I went out yesterday around my golf course, now around near Mikey's house. And as I walked up the road, before I'd done a right turn up to the road, I looked down and I thought, what a little mouse tent there, little blue mouse tent. I thought, where's the mouses? They've, put a tent up there, obviously a bit raining out here. And I looked down at closer inspection, it was a face mask, discarded, thrown out of a car window, or someone walking past and just gone and thrown it. I'm thinking, Kinnell, and this is not isolated, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be surprised the amount of face masks that are just being thrown. I imagine my dad, I spoke to my dad earlier, he's up in Garda Shields, up in Scotland. And he said he went out the other day, he said he drove up this road and ran this big roundabout. He said, covered in masks, all these blue masks and face masks flying about in the wind. He said, it's disgusting. He said, what the fucking hell's going on? But the people, they just see it on the TV, they hear it on the news, and they do it. They do it. I think if Boris Johnson said tomorrow, right, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to walk down to the Thames, I want you to walk down the bridge, I want you all to jump over the edge, I think people would. Boris has told us we've got to go. Shut up, you muppet. No, I mean it. He's told us it's going to be good for us. Says we're going to float on water. Be like Jesus. We're going to be there. Don't worry about it. People will be there in their droves, piling over the edges. They would do. There never was a pandemic in Wuhan. There was never a pandemic in Wuhan. It's been an elaborate movie pumped through BBC with hazmat suits and washing street. Well, I was up in London, actually, when that 747 coming from China with all the COVID people on it. And they had the four horsemen's, well, they had horsemen travel outside, 4 coaches, which was taking them all off to quarantine for 2 weeks, I think. And I'm sat there with my mate Tony and Cassie Crowhurst, and I'm watching the thingy. I think I'm about 3 pints in at this point, and I'm like, Tone? He says, what, mate? I said, look up there. I said, they've all just come off the plane. They've been handed this, that by people without any masks on at the top of the stairs. He says, yeah. I said, look, the driver ain't got any suits on. He ain't even got a mask on. All he's got on is a shirt and tie and a seat belt. Oh, yeah. All 4 coaches with all them people on from that entire plane. And then coach drivers, go home if you feel dodgy in 24 hours. Just ring your doctor. I'm like, this is a fast man. Listen, if I work for a coach company and my boss phoned me out and said, Dave, I say, yeah, what's up, bruv? Yeah, I'm not supposed to be working today. Yeah, no, don't worry. We're going to pay you some super dollar here. Yeah, it's a government contract. Yeah, we want you to go and take some people to this base is for quarantining. Well, what have they done? Well, they're coming in with a deadly killer virus, son. It's tasty. It's done a lot of people already. They're dropping like flies. Well, all right. Well, what are you paying? Double bubble? Yeah, I'm in. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm in. I'm down. So what is it? Oh, it's a deadly killer virus. Oh. Well, ooh. Yeah, no, I'm in. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm in. Yeah. What's the PPE? Got any health and safety stuff going on? No, just wear your shirt and tie. That'll do. Yeah, you sure? Yeah. Just shirt and tie. That'll do. Bob's your uncle. Shirt and tie, ladies and gentlemen. 4 coaches full of people with the Wuhan bug. The Wuhan bug. And I sat here at the Tone, 3 pints in. Cassie's chatting shit. I'm thinking, that ain't right. Just the way me mind works. Because sometimes there's that old saying, I don't know who said it, Plato or one of these Socrates, actions speak 1,000 words. And I'm like, that ain't right, mate. I would never. I'd say to my boss, no, mate, I can't make that one today. Give it ring someone else. Get them to drive your fucking bus. I'm not interested. And this was all over the news. This was all over the BBC, MSN, ITV, all these shit news outlets, you name it. They're there. Everyone's at home going, look. Would you honestly, in your right mind, drive a truckload of people with about 40 to 50 to 60 people on it, right? All on there coughing, sneezing, farting. I've got this killer virus. And the one that's come off the plane, there's one out front with his hazmat suit on, whatever they are. I don't know, it's like a Turk, maybe going to a Turkish bath. I think a hazmat suit. And the driver's just there going, fucking hell, I hope I'm all right when I get home. Nobody sneeze at the back. No farting on the back row. Come on now. Calm yourself. I know you've been on the noodles all week and eating bats and shit. You calm yourself down. Fucking nightmare. Auntie was a podium raver. Oh, was ya? Lovely. Send us some pictures. No, just send us some pictures of your dance or videos. I like all that stuff. I think it's good knowing what people do. Who loves doves? It's why I proposed to the second wife. Exactly. Love doves. I've got, what are you chatting about? It's why I propose. There's some private chat going on here, and I'm not keeping up with it, am I? Obviously. E's are good. Seven A's are good. Perhaps that's what the drivers was on. You don't know. You know. You're all right, love. Yeah, sandwiches. You straighten your tie up, will you? You're driving for a big coach company. Go on, get out there. Where you going? Sharabane? Going down the bog. Take a load of people down aunties down to Bognor, are you? No, fuck it. I've got them tasted today. I've got to kill a virus. Will you be careful out there? Don't you be bringing me home no nonsense. It's all right, love. I was a Continental driver once. We've been through the war. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Very naughty. Mike Reynolds, easy done. Love drugs, Dave. Loves doves, drugs. Oh, God. Never heard of it. Never done them. Anyway, let's get back into a bit of screen sharing, shall we? Screen share. Why have we not got screen share coming up? Here we go. We're going to go back into my Facebook page and we're going to see what other greatness we can come up with. So here we go. Let's get back into this. Tracy Blackwell, bless her, avid campaigner since she lost her son. Here we go. Greg's again. Oh, it's all pedos and immigrants, isn't it, on here, Facebook? That's all you're getting. Nowadays. E-jobbing, QuickBooks and all that. Yeah. Do your personal training. No, we're going to skip past that one. See if we can find some other stuff. Naomi Blake, best photos of 2020. Oh, look, there's mum holding her little boy, or granny holding her little boy. I don't know. Perhaps I'm being rude. Let's have a look. Best photos of 2020. And now, look, here we go. Roles reversed. He's a hunk of a dude, and he's holding up his lady there. That's lovely, isn't it? How lovely is that? Look, I just want some innocence back in the world. Preparing for the second wave. Now, this is a very topical subject, ladies and gentlemen. This is like Alan Carr and his topical barometer. This really is a very touchy subject because if you touch the National Health Service, it gets explosive. The amount of people that will attack you. I'm telling you, people go mental if you attack the NHS. Now, I'm not attacking the NHS. I'm questioning what this is all about. This TikToking stuff, right? Why would you? Big question. Why would you? I get having downtime, having a laugh and a giggle, getting over the heels of what you've seen in the day. Someone's, you're putting a thermometer up someone's bum and they fart and you get covered. I can get why you might want to go home and have a glass of wine. And I know some nurses that have a spliff and that to chill out and get over what they've seen and done during the day. It's not a nice job, let's be honest. But I'm not too sure that this in the public domain is like rubbing salt in a wound. Personally, for me, I'm old school. I'm an old generation kind of individual. I just find it a little bit distasteful. That's my humble opinion, and that's my honest opinion. I'm entitled to my opinions. All right, like I say. You might not agree with my opinions. You might like my opinions. That's up to you. But this, for me, is a bit, well, Wise, the first question I have with this is, where have you got the time? Where have you got the time? We got a pandemic on. We got an epidemic. We got an epidural going on, right? Where have you got the time? Where's all the bodies? Where's all the bodies? You shouldn't have time to be doing this when people are dropping like flies on ventilators. You shouldn't be doing this. Anyway, it is what it is. So that's the few questions I have regarding to that one. I'm pretty sure back in the Spanish flu, 50 million dead, Bosch. If you'd gone up to a nurse and said, here, love, do you mind coming over and just doing a little dance for me? It should have gone, fuck off, mate. I'm dealing with this man here. He's just, he's not got long. I've got to make sure I do what's right for him. Bob's your uncle. Completely different attitude back then. People, I don't know where this new attitude comes from. It's kind of like the attitude it seems to be like the cool thing to do. It seems to be the done thing to do, to take the piss and be out extrovert. Don't get me wrong. It's nice being extrovert and throwing caution to the wind. It really is. But time and a place and all that, it's just, for me, NHS nurses with the coronavirus, pandemic, scamdemic, whatever you want to call it, should be really finding it all upsetting. Here we go. Bob's your uncle. Look, this is, like I said to someone the other day, we're now coming into a Hunger Games situations, right? Now, if you go on to the Treasury website, the UK Treasury, that beautiful thing called the UK Treasury, it will talk on there about we're paying 50% of your meals. If you go and have a meal out, because they know the country's fucked, they're trying to get people to go out and spend money, this, that, the other on food. So now the government are saying, well, we'll pay up to 50. We're going to reduce the cost of your meals by 50%. Well, that means it was already 50% too much in the first place, right? So here, look, we're certainly in a Hunger Games for the food, right? So this is throwing away perfectly good food. This is from whatever retail outlet. I'm not too sure. If anyone recognises the labels on there, be my guest to share that in the comments. Waitrose, maybe. I don't know. I'm talking out. Basically, they look like Tesco's labels. Not as I shop at Tesco's anymore. I thought I'd give them a kick in the nuts a few years ago. I see Tesco's and Sainsbury's royally shafting us lot. And I thought, nah, I ain't having it. And then we see the Germans pull in with the Aldis and the Lidls. Right? Now, I'm no snob. I've got nice things in my life. Why? Because I'm not stupid. I figured I'm going to go elsewhere because that's the power that I have. All right? I have the power. So Aldis and Lidls come on, boom, we're in there. So Tesco's and Sainsbury's at the beginning never paid these German outlets any notice whatsoever. They went, nah, ain't never going to touch out. Our customers are loyal. Well, how arrogant and naive was that? Now, I've always said the system has got a couple of Achilles heels. First is the arrogance, right? And the second one, which is going to come to me in a second, their arrogance and their I'll get the second one in a minute. But they've got a couple of Achilles heels. Now, Sainsbury's and Tesco's fell into that category. Their arrogance was, our customers are loyal. They're not going nowhere. It don't matter if we're fleecing them, we're putting their arms up their arse every week. They come in to get their weekly groceries. They don't care. They keep coming for more. They keep coming for more. So Tesco's and Sainsbury's probably thought, the Brits like this. The English like this, having it up the arm, having the arm up the bum. But clearly not. And as in a mass exodus, Bosch, they've descended on Aldis and Lidls, and they're growing like you've got no tomorrow, which is a good thing because we hold the power. I don't shop at Tesco's and Sainsbury's no more. I'm not going to grace them with my presence. They can kiss my arse. And this is the same with the BBC. BBC can kiss me arse. Don't sponsor that. Ain't done for over 12 years. Can't sponsor paedophiles. I have a real deep moral compass, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not always right. I get it wrong from time to time, but it is what it is. We're just living. But at the end of the day, there's certain things that you should, as individuals, question and go, no, that ain't right, mate. Playing with children ain't right. We're not having this. And you should walk away. Right, so notice, to use the disabled lift, please come upstairs to the buffet and notify a member of staff that we can turn the power on for you. Priceless. Priceless. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Look, we've got someone in a chair there and someone in a pushchair. Now, I don't know who's going up them stairs, but it's neither of them. Someone come upstairs and notify us in the buffet department, and we'll turn the power on to the lift for you. Fuck it up. Common sense, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I'd get it back for you. She looks at me. Sheriff Ennis W. Wright, Cumberland County, New York, New wherever it is. She was arrested for human trafficking of a minor and promoting prostitution. She don't look too happy there, do she? Yeah. You can chew the nuts and bolts out of that, brother, let me tell you. Here we go. This is quite a nice one. My pussy is open for refugees. Yeah. And it's, let's see the response, the caption underneath. Fuck it, we'll try Scotland. So, yeah, good luck with the Hebrides. Good luck with them up there. Them Scots will come out in their kilts and they're going to fuck you lot right up. Never mind that. You got problems, you want to go and start landing your dinghies up in Scotland. They don't muck around up there. They're not soft like us Southerners. We've proper lost the plot. But anyway, it is what it is. Welcome to the future. The truth will set you free, except on Facebook, where it will get banned within 30 days. Our truth's that. Keith Ledger there, look. Looking like, looking hot. What we got going on here? Yet another brutal murder of a white teen ignored by national media because the perpetrators were black. Look, black, white, murder's murder. It shouldn't have anything to do with the skin colour. Black lives matter. All lives matter. Sikh lives matter. Buddha's lives matter. Krishna's lives matter. British lives matter. English lives matter. Scottish. Every life matters. Because if every life doesn't matter, what's the point? What's the point? If every life don't matter, what's the point? Now, we've got something going on here with the Q movement. For those against the QAnon movement, let's remove Q from the equation. We are patriots all from around the world fighting for humanity, truth, freedom, saving the children, exposing the evil corruption of the last century. Which part exactly do you disagree with? I think that's a fair and valid point. I think that's quite a fair and valid point. And because I love him as well, here we go. Look, another little top up on your pictures there. Got the selfies, got the latest mobile phones, ladies and gentlemen, these people. Let me say, got no T-shirts, though. No T-shirts coming over. Mind you, they got young, gorgeous-looking bodies, haven't they? They can afford to go around without a T-shirt on. It's only when you get old like me, you got to work at it. What we're saying here, this is just wrong. Look, Christ's sake. After a little girl in panties surrounded by birds to promote the Venice exhibition, I introduced you to the girl with Aldi advertising banana. Guys, what is this? Come on, for the love of God, man. What is this? What is this all about? Man, we are descending into a time period where I wouldn't mind seeing another flood. I really would. If it meant I had to perish, so be it. It tells you, I think, Canon Hinat, the mainstream media, this boy was murdered. He's only 5 years old, point blank range, shot in the head. The world's gone crazy, man. The world has gone crazy. The value is not life no more. The value is money, business, money, business, money, business, money, and business. That's all that matters. Cutie. That's the name of it. The Netflix have just apologised. Let me quickly see if I can find the Netflix apology. And we'll talk about that one quickly before I disappear. Apology. Bear with me. Netflix apology. We're going to talk about that. Netflix apologised for inappropriate. Let me just come back and I'll share that with you so we can have a look at it. No, I don't want to remove that. I need to share it again, don't I? Hang on. We'll do the Netflix and I'm going to disappear because my missus will be home soon. I need to go and get some grub on. Right, so here we go. So Netflix apologise. Accept cookies. I like cookies. I love the cookie. Let's have a look. Why is that? No, I don't want to listen to your Dead Flick podcast. Just transfer me to the power of the internet. Let's have a look at this. People.com. Let's see what this one has to say. If it loads. Netflix apology for inappropriate cuties poster amid criticism it sexualizes children. I've got to accept the cookies on this side. No, they're not. Then actually, no, I don't. Just go away. Go and do one. God's sake. Netflix issues apology for inappropriate cuties poster amid criticism it sexualizes children. Over 40. Oh my life. Really? Over 40,000 people have signed an online petition to get the film removed from Netflix. So this is the film. It's a French film, I do believe. Don't ask me to say the name of this individual that wrote the film. Jesus. Maimouna Diakhour. I'm telling you, I'm fluent. Netflix has issued an apology for inappropriate marketing poster it released for upcoming original film Cute is directed by a French filmer. The French language film was largely well received at the 2020 Sundance Film Festival, where it won the World Cinema Dramatic Directing Award. The streaming service recently began advertising the movie ahead of its release on September the 9th. However, Netflix has received an onslaught of backlash over the chosen artwork, which is quite sick, if you ask me. And it's just a tiptoe, isn't it? It's just a tiptoe towards total perversion. It's time we protected the children, people, and it's time we protected their innocence. We need to protect the kids' innocence. We're deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork we used in Cuties. It was not okay, nor was it a representative of this French film, which won an award at Sundance, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if we can see a picture of the thing that they use. Here we go. Look, sexualizing and sensualizing children. Look, twerking and jerking and, yeah. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Totally disgusting. I want to give you all a big shout out, actually, for taking the time out to tune in, to listen to me. I'm not an old man in a chair. That's Vernon Coleman, but he's brilliant. Dr. Vernon Coleman is just an amazing individual. Ex-GP, left the National Health Service because he see it was all going Pete Tong, wouldn't be part of it. It wouldn't be part of the indoctrination. He was a doctor that cared about people instead of just selling drugs and making profit and money. And he's well worth a listen to. Carl Vernon himself is also well worth a listen to as well. I do share their content and I critique them on certain things, which is just right, but they are lovely individuals. Dr. Vernon Coleman releases content every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock and Sunday night at 7 o'clock. And his little paraphrase at the end is, don't worry. There are many people out there that feel exactly the same as you. All right. He said, and we will win this war. And I think that whilst we've got people like Dr. Vernon Coleman, Carl Vernon, and many, many other patriots that are now standing up and taking back the content of what's delivered. The news has lost its narrative. The BBC, the ITV, the media, they've lost their platform, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so pleased and glad that people are deciding to discern with their own minds and turn away and look for alternatives. And that's why everybody and their cousin has got a mobile device, a laptop, an iPad, a Samsung, a this, a that, a this, a that, an Android. I mean, there's all these things out there, and everyone's tuning into that. So we're seeing a consciousness shift. The whole consciousness shift is coming away from the lamestream bullshit. They've lost it. They've lost. Too many content, too many people out there now sharing great content. I just come in here and talk what I have to talk. I don't really research anything. It's just off the cuff. If people like what I talk about, fantastic. If they don't, not a lot I can do about that. But we're certainly living in times where it's shifting, and I praise all of them that are out there on all their different platforms in any which way. And I don't care whether someone's got 10 viewers or someone's got 10,000 viewers. They're getting it out. They're getting it out. And I praise them for that. I say, God bless them. We really must take this to the next level. We have to take our country back because we're being smashed, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I can do that. I can take this country back with you lot. But I need you. I need every single one of you to talk to your friends, your families, your loved ones, whether they're in the police, whether they're in MI6, whoever they are, whether they're plumbers, carpenters, railway workers, whoever, nurses, doctors. Talk to them and tell them that your country's in peril and your people as a species are in peril as well, and that we all need to come together. But we need to come together and we need to have focus, we need to have direction, and we need to have an outcome. We need to go whatever it is we're going to do, and we have to have an outcome. And the whole world will stop and listen. Trust me. I love you all. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for stopping up and listening to me for the last hour and 5 minutes. Bless you. Hope your ears are still all right. And I encourage all of you people in the job, in the police, in the fire brigade, come and talk to me. We need you. We need you right now. We need you to all to be brave. We need you to stand up and be counted, because we're going to a place we really don't want to go. We need you all. So I love you all. I'll see you all very soon. Cody McAllister, God bless you. Take care of yourself. Great show tonight. Everyone on there. Claire Johnson, I'm loving it. Mikey Reynolds, I'll see you soon, gorgeous. Hope that gorgeous missus of yours is doing all right. And we'll have to have a catch up soon. Maybe I'll cook up a bit of grub and you and the missus can come round and we'll have a little bit of a soiree. How's about that? All right. But don't dress up too smart, son. He's one of the smartest men I've ever met. This man likes his clobber. Mike Reynolds is a gorgeous friend of mine. And man, when that man turns out and dressed up, he's looking good. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you all soon, because if I don't shut up, I'll never go. Remember, actions speak louder than words, right?